As a public defender, Judge Karen fought for her clients' rights. She was elected to the bench because she believes in doing the right thing.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period. But at what point are you gonna resolve the resentment? At some point, you need to be the one going through something.
Objective, independent justice.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, you can overcome whatever circumstances you're facing.
This is Supreme Justice with Judge Karen. Corey Yearwood is suing her former co-worker, Brianna Aldean, in the amount of $500. Ms. Yearwood claims she invested in the development of a meditation app and says Ms. Aldean did not use the money as intended.
All right, Ms. Yearwood, you're suing Ms. Aldean for $500 for breach of contract. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what's your relationship with the defendant?
The defendant here is my ex-co-worker slash friend, and we both worked at a telemarketing agency.
Okay, how'd you meet?
We were co-workers. She sat next to me whenever there was a problem with a client.
Right.
Like, she would come and talk to me about it.
Okay.
And I would
For
just
how long was this relationship?
2 years.
2 years in a telemarketing firm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that you guys socialize?
Yeah, we socialized
You
at
go out
work
to dinner and
outside
stuff
of work.
like that, out
Yes.
for drinks? Okay. So did you think of her as a friend?
Of course.
Okay. So then what happened then?
So our environment is very stressful. We get a bunch of calls every single day, and so
What kind of calls are these?
this is an insurance company, so we sell insurance. So
Okay.
it's very stressful, and so Brianna had noticed that I'm stressed out. You know, I get panic attacks, and so she would help me calm down by helping me with my breathing,
Right.
helping me with stretching.
Okay.
And so,
Stress management.
Yes.
So what do you know about stress management, Brianna?
I know a lot about stress
Tell me about
management. You know, being a first-hand, woman of color that has to deal with stress in my personal life, stresses in work.
Right. But you haven't had no training or anything in stress management?
No, you're
And how
not.
old are you?
I'm 24.
You sure haven't had any training yet in stress management. So then what happened?
So she helped me, countless times, and I said, you know what, you should definitely start a business. You would be great. The way you talked me through this is amazing.
Right.
And so she said, you know what, I have been thinking about starting an app.
Okay.
And so
what's the name of it?
Colors of meditation.
The Colors of Meditation.
Yes.
She told you about this Colors of Meditation?
Yes, she, even
Right.
showed me the colors. She
Right.
showed me how she wanted everything to look.
How did it work, this Colors of Meditation?
So there was actually a 3-month plan that I have right here if you would want to see.
Yeah,
of how
let
I
me
mapped
see
it
it.
out.
Yeah. And tell me, how did the Colors of Meditation work as an app?
As an app, you would have
Thank
an
you.
account and you would log in as a user.
Right.
And in this user profile, there would be content videos of practices that you can do with me.
Okay. And you knew she was trying to develop this after y'all started talking about it?
Yes.
Okay.
And
so
I
then what
believe in her.
happened then? Why are we here?
So she had told me that she actually got investors to invest in the app to help
Is that
it
true?
going.
Yes, ma'am. that's
How
true.
much money did you get promised to you?
It was a contract deal for $5,000 that
Okay.
they would help in the development
Okay.
of the app. I already had the color scheme and everything down.
So what happened? Did something go wrong there?
Yes, something went wrong. They pulled the contract from underneath me because of creative differences.
They backed out?
Yes, they backed out.
So
No
what did you
less.
decide to do?
Well, what I decided to do was I decided to, leave it. I abandoned the project.
Oh, you forgot about the project?
Yes.
So you knew that she had abandoned the project?
No, Your Honor.
What
I
did you
not
think?
know. So when she came into work, she seemed emotional, so I went up to her and asked her, what happened with the investors? Is everything okay?
Right.
And that's when she told me that they pulled out. And so I was encouraging her, you know what, let's go out for your birthday. And
Okay. A steak dinner you promised her, right?
Yes, Your
Okay,
Honor.
that's a good friend right there, a steak.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I wanted to cheer her up, and I really believed in her and her app and her business. And so we got there. She ate. She was having a wonderful time. They had brung out her little chocolate mousse cake
Right.
to celebrate her birthday.
Right.
And
Did
so,
you give her anything?
Yes, Your Honor. So after they gave her the cake and we wished her a happy birthday, I presented Brianna with a card.
A birthday card?
A birthday card, but
Right.
within that card, there was $500 in there.
Okay, wow.
And
You're a good friend there.
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
$500. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. And on the card, I had said...
Do you have the card?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me
I have
see
it
the
right
card.
here. And if you think this is a contract, I disagree.
I told her I was invested in her, Your Honor.
Happy birthday, Brianna. I'm investing in you. Here's one step closer to your dreams. Love, Corey. All right. So what did you think when you saw this money in the card?
Well, I was, shocked at first that like somebody loved me this much to do something and give me something like this.
That's very special, actually.
But I don't, I didn't expect that, that I had to use that money for something which she wanted me to use for.
Coming up on Supreme Justice.
My new one is Brianna Styles. I do fashion and styling consult. Honestly, part of the money I use to revamp my wardrobe.
So you bought some new clothes?
Yeah.
And later.
The actual quality of her work within the store and with the product was great. However, we've had a pattern of bad behavior and bullying with many of the other employees.
Closed captioning provided by Supreme Justice is back with the case of Corey Yearwood, who is suing Brianna Aldean for breach of contract.
But did you actually specifically say that I'm investing in your company?
I told her I'm investing in your app. This is the
No,
money
but that's
to
not what the
use.
card says now. The card says I'm investing in you.
Yes, Your Honor. I said that on the card.
Right, but
to
did y'all
her-
talk afterwards and you said, girl, let me let you know I'm investing in your company. Did y'all have that conversation?
No, ma'am.
Never had
we
that
didn't.
conversation.
That is
She
not
just
true,
kept,
Your Honor.
During work, she kept talking to me like, well, what are you doing with the $500?
Right.
And I didn't give her a definite that like I was going to use it for the app. It's my $500.
Right.
Why should she have control of what I spend?
So what did you decide to do? Did you change your mind about the app?
Yes, ma'am, I did. And I decided to go on a different career path.
So what's the new one?
My new one is Brianna Styles. I do fashion and styling consult. I have a website that I built off of it.
Okay.
And, honestly, part of the money I use to revamp my wardrobe.
So you bought some new clothes?
Yeah.
All right. Let me ask you this. What's your training in this? What's your background in this?
This is a passion project.
No, I understand passion, but what's your background?
Research, online research.
Oh, so just researching
YouTube.
online. This is, I tell you. What did you think when you heard she was going to be doing the styling thing instead?
Your Honor, I was taken aback. A week after her birthday dinner, she came up to me at work and said, listen, Corey, I'm quitting and I'm going after my dreams.
Quitting the telemarketing?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm quitting the job and I'm going after my dreams in fashion. And I said, well, what happened with the meditation app?
Right.
What are you going to use the money with the meditation app for? And she was like, well,
But
no.
$500 wasn't enough money to quit a job.
I understand that, Your Honor, but I didn't think she would quit even with the meditation app. I thought she would still work.
Right.
And so it made me feel like she took the money and ran, and didn't really want,
Wait, let me ask you a question. Did you quit?
Yes, ma'am, I quit. I quit because during the whole week that I was there after my birthday, she would call me nonstop asking back for her $500.
Oh, she started asking for the money back.
Yes, I was being bullied at my workplace.
I was not bullying her, Your Honor. I just wanted to see what her progress was. Like, what was your plan with this meditation
So you
app?
quit the job because she was harassing you about $500?
Yes, ma'am.
And then what did you do next to earn a living?
Well, what I did next was I built up my styling website.
You would have to take some time to build that up and make enough money.
Yes, ma'am. I have my invoices of what I actually used the $500 for.
Right, but I'm saying you can't survive off of that.
Right.
I understand that.
Right. So how will you survive? You living at home with your mama?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well that's it. That's usually the answer. You living with your mama. Okay, so you think now that she should give you back the $500?
Yes, Your Honor, because I invested.
But you
in the
understand, a
meditation
contract is an agreement, what they call a meeting of the minds.
Yes, Your Honor.
And in contract law, the first question to ask is, was there a meeting of the minds that we both come together and agree? You don't have that here.
Well,
you have a birthday card, and you have words that say, I'm investing in you. And now you lost a friendship over it. It's over, right?
Right,
You don't
Your
want to be
Honor.
friends with her anymore?
I think she's a great person, but I feel like
Who's
she's
that
not
person
honest.
giving you that stress relief and motivation now?
And that's the problem, Your Honor. That's
don't have that now.
Because I'm like, she's not there. She didn't create the app, so I just feel like it's just a void.
But you know
now.
what? It's really sad that a 2-year relationship that seemed to have been so dynamic and everything, which you said she really helped you, is over $500. I mean, you're young. What happens 30 years from now? You look back on the best friendships of your life, and you think, and you will think this later when you're my age. That's not 30 years from your life. When you say, God, I lost Brianna over $500. Same person I was willing to go and take her out for a steak dinner on her birthday, and now our relationship is over $500. You're not
right,
willing to
Your
make
Honor.
up today?
I just want her to be honest.
You don't want to make
Your
up with her
Honor.
today?
If she's going to
Do
be
you want to
honest.
make up with her?
I would like to. She was truly a good friend, and I know how much my app had meant to her and how much
Right.
my process,
Well, maybe
trying to
then the
help
thing
her.
to do is just to apologize for not having fulfilled that dream she had for you. Maybe that's the thing. Could you say that?
Corey, I apologize for spending the $500 as a gift to use at my advantage.
What a backhanded apology
Right,
that
Your
was,
Honor.
right? Just a back.
Right.
You know what, though? She might have done you a favor.
You're right.
Maybe it's time to move on, because there's better friends out there. If that's the way that she can say to you that she's sorry, then maybe you should never have given her those $500. So you learn now to know who you're dealing with before you put your money, your heart, and your expectations on the line. All
Right,
right? But
Your Honor.
unfortunately, I can't rule in your favor. Judgment for the defendant. Good luck to you both.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
Hopefully maybe one day we can be friends again, but honestly, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
My apology was sincere, and I would have wanted to be friends with her again, but if that's how she took it, then that's how she should take it.
Coming up,
Has she had to talk to you about snapping at employees and customers?
Yes, but that is only after we have had conversations about her giving me too much work. So me snapping at other employees has only been out of stress.
closed captioning provided by Nicole Meadows is suing her former employer, Ashley Daniels, in the amount of $693. Ms. Meadows claims she was brutally attacked by a co-worker and says Ms. Daniels should pay for the resulting urgent care visit.
Ms. Meadows, you're suing Ms. Daniels for $693 for negligence. Is that right?
That is correct.
And you used to work for her?
I did.
Okay, what kind of business is this, ma'am?
I run a small women's clothing boutique, ma'am.
Okay, and how long did the plaintiff work for you?
Just under 2 years.
2 years. Okay, so was it full-time work, part-time?
I was working full-time for her.
Okay, and what was she like as an employee, ma'am?
I will say that the actual quality of her work within the store and with the product was great.
Okay.
However, we've had a pattern of bad behavior and bullying with many of the other employees.
So when you say she had a bad attitude, give me an example. Tell me about it.
There are employees who have come to me
Right.
and
Okay, don't tell me what somebody said. Did you see anything?
I have.
Okay, what did you
I
see?
have been present
Okay,
when she has
tell me what you saw.
snapped at people,
Okay.
when they've asked for help.
Are you talking about employees or customers?
Employees.
Okay. Did
Oh,
you say?
she's been nasty to customers.
Okay. Well, then why'd you keep her for 2 years?
Your Honor, I am trying to give this young lady the benefit of the doubt. I'm trying to coach her
Well,
up.
benefit of the doubt when you seen her snap at customers and other employees.
Yes, I've taken her aside.
Right.
And I have talked to her.
Okay.
We have had many conversations.
Let me ask
we
Ms.
have-
Meadows. So, has she had to talk to you about snapping at employees and customers?
Yes, but that is only after we have had conversations about her giving me too much work. So me snapping at other employees has only been out of stress.
Because you
given
feel
all
like she gives you too much work.
She gives me all the work.
Coming up,
I had vomited on the way there,
Right.
so the doctor had checked for concussions, and just to be safe, he did a CAT scan.
closed captioning provided by Supreme Justice is back with the case of Nicole Meadows, who is suing Ashley Daniels for negligence.
So tell me about this incident then.
I was doing inventory in the front of the store. A new employee was working in the back.
You didn't call her as a witness?
I did not, no.
You didn't call her as a witness?
No.
Okay.
She has had a really difficult, she was bullied viciously. In the very first moment that I introduced Nicole to Rosalind,
okay,
Nicole literally said, "Oh great, I've got to train another idiot."
Did you say I have to train another idiot?
Yes, but not...
Did you say it in front of this girl?
Yes,
Okay.
but not with that tone.
Don't give me context. What other bullying?
She's written an email.
Who wrote an email?
Nicole.
Let me see the email. Who did she write it to?
Rosalind.
Did you see this? Did you write the email that I'm about to read?
I had to.
Okay, is that yes?
Yes.
I'm trying to finish the inventory log. Have all the today's deliveries arrived? That's from her to you?
Yes.
How am I supposed to know? Per my last email, just concern yourself with what's already here. And she writes back, okay, and per the last time I told you, don't talk to me like that. You don't have to be nasty. Well, that means I'll tell you when to expect something, right? Why can't you see that? I'm convinced your mother was on drugs when she was pregnant with you. You wrote that to somebody?
Yes.
Is that when she hauled off and punched you in the face?
After that,
right.
After I had sent that, a few minutes later, she came storming behind me and she knocked me over. I hit my head on the clothing rack,
right.
And then she continually pummeled me and rolled me around, and I continuously kept hitting my head.
Judge Karen's verdict when Supreme Justice returns. Promotional consideration provided by...
So what are you suing for?
I am suing for injuries.
Right.
I went to the urgent care. And I had vomited on the way there.
Right.
So the doctor had checked for concussions, and just to be safe, he did a CAT scan.
Why didn't you sue the girl that you had a fight with?
Because it wasn't on her it wasn't on Rosalind's property.
Yeah, but she's the one that caused your injuries, though. And quite frankly, you called the girl an idiot, and you said that her mother was on drugs when she was pregnant with her. You know, I'm going to tell you who's at fault here. You are at fault here. Because you allowed this situation to continue on in your business. With her saying to you that this woman was an idiot. And having these emails back and forth. Well, this was after the fact. You, on the other hand, you created what happened to you. You were asking for it and she gave it to you. Case is dismissed. Good luck to you.
Judge Karen has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
She's been a cancer, and we just don't need that kind of energy, and I'm glad that the judge dismissed this case.
I am very interested to see what will happen with Ashley's business once I am gone.